Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV as we are playing as Milan in the Emperor DLC, which should be in all of your guys' hands today. This is Tuesday's episode, so it will be released, I think, early morning here on Tuesday. And so I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on it. If you've been playing with it, you know, by the time this video comes out, you might not have gotten much chance to play just yet, but either this episode or next episode, I'd like to hear you guys' hands-on experiences with it, how you're feeling with regards to the DLC and the patch and all the changes and additions and what you're liking, what you're not. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion and your feedback. Just post that down in the comments below. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode, which is going to be a peaceful episode. I said the last episode would be a peaceful one. It wasn't. So we did do a little bit of conflict, so now we really need an episode of peace. Because we are in a bad position, guys. We have 0 manpower. We have 1 loan, so we're not doing too bad economically. We should get that paid off soon. But yeah, we are completely lacking on the manpower right now. The decline of the power of the nobility. They lost 10 influence. Can we do that diet yet? I think we can, so let's go ahead and do that now. Summon the diet. Alright, so let's see what their proposals are. The clergy wants us to build a church in Parma. Okay, that's not right. That's not really where I'd want to build it, but they want us to build a fort, the nobles do, here. We used to have a fort there. Now they really want one there. They'll give us manpower. And then the last one is increasing trade power in Genoa. How would we go about doing that? What is it? What do they want us to do here? So complete when... Okay, so we just need more trade power in the region. I see. Okay, let's see how much we currently have. Do they want 40%? Yeah, they want 40%. We have 24%. Again, I do feel like that would probably take a little while to get up to 40% here. It might just be easier to build the church. Is that what we want to build here, though? Do we want to build it here? They do have good, they got good base tax. I could see getting ourselves a church here. So yeah, we'll do that one. We'll do the proposal of the clergy, and that would also increase the base tax there, so why not? I would have preferred to build it here in our capital, but for whatever reason they decided not to give us that objective for the capital. So we've still got to get this damn manpower up. Looks like we need about 700 more men, and then once we've gotten that up, we'll start actually being able to build manpower up here, and then we'll be able to build some troops, get our troop count back up, because yeah, we are facing a possible rebellion here, and because we are hurting so much right now, and it would be 8,000 and we only have 9,000 men, we are going to have to use harsh treatment, unfortunately. Just the way it is, guys. But yeah, again, this is just going to be a period of rebuilding. Building back up, I should say. Gain the core province. And looks like our ruler just died. Okay, that is unfortunate. Well, not really. It's unfortunate in the fact that Katerina has an average claim, so therefore our legitimacy is fairly low. But she is far better than our old ruler was with the 6 admin, 4 diplo, and 4 military, so we're going to earn a lot more points up there. So in fact, it's probably a good thing. We can make this state into, or this territory into a state, and we will do that because it's going to be more profitable in the long run. Now we can do a full core there. All right, and our stability is low, so we're going to want to boost that again. And I think we should probably strengthen our government using the military power, because I'm a little bit worried about that Ambrosian Republic event firing. I don't know if that's based on legitimacy. It might be. Can we strengthen it again? I don't even know if this is worth it. But 200 military power for legitimacy. I really don't want to turn to the Ambrosian Republic. I don't know if there's any way to avoid that. I guess we'll see. I'm hoping we can avoid it though. I think it's about legitimacy though. Okay, there it is right there. So it's a disaster. I think if we did have low legitimacy, I think it just fires like immediately almost. So yeah, I think it was probably a good thing we did spend that 200 political power. Though can we even stop that? I guess this is the question. So all the following must be true to avoid it. Basically just get our legitimacy up to 75. How much time do we have? Because it does feel like it's ticking up really, really quick. Yeah, it is. It'll start on December 1st. Wow. We can actually help make this go slower, though, if we take the stability up by 1. Can we do that? Do we have the admin power? We do. So we're going to have to, because otherwise this is just going to be too, we're going to go up too quick. This will give us to April to get our legitimacy up. All right, that'll work. That'll be enough time, guys, to avoid the disaster. Hopefully. Hopefully. All right, so our legitimacy is going up very, very slow, so we will have to use that military power again in order to be able to avoid this, guys. There's just no way around it. As you can see, though, it's going to fire here in a couple months. All right, so who do they want it against? We're going to tell them no. I don't even know why they need military access. Yeah, I don't know who they're fighting, but anyways, I know they're fighting the Pope. And so we're going to tell them no. And we are going to go ahead and use that military power now to attempt to get out of this disaster, man. All right, there we go. All right, so that has gotten rid of the disaster. We shouldn't have any problems with the Ambrosian Republic as long as we can keep our legitimacy up high. Does suck we had to use 300 military power to avoid it, but I did not want to switch over to that if we could avoid it. And we do have our Katerina, our Duchess, currently ruling. She has very, very good skills and that spy network construction ability as well. We don't really need to build our spy network over here anymore. Is that where their new capital is? It must be. Yeah, they must move their capital over there. So let's go ahead and do this against somebody else. So again, I don't know who we're going to declare war against next. Just taking a look at what the options are. So there's always the Venetians, of course, because they're allied with Aragon. That's the main reason why we've had to avoid conflict with them so far, because they're already pretty powerful as it is. We could always come down here and attack somebody here instead, like Florence. That'd be a good option, I think. We could attack these guys here. They are allied with Aragon, though, so probably not. Let's just take a look and see. Yeah, they would be the only one that supports that. So that's what we'll do. We'll build the spy network here. And then pull the spy network out of here. I'm trying to get... Oh, okay, it's over here. There we go. Beautiful. We could also get this loan paid back. Let's go and repay it. So we no longer have the interest we need to pay for. All right. So our economy is doing great because of the fact that we're not... we don't have as many troops. We will build some troops up here soon. There's no reason not to wait just a little bit and take advantage of all this money that we have. And that'll allow us to get that church built, which I'm not sure how much it is. Let's just take a look. It's going to be 95. Okay. Diplomatic move. Diplomacy between nations is often affected by random factors on both sides. So this is with Lucca. So we can improve relations with them and get 10 diplomatic power, or we can just say appoint new diplomats and get 30. We'll do that one. We already had pretty high opinion with our ally. It's not really a problem. So yeah, we're just going to wait until we get the money for the church while we're earning all this. Oh, we should have been training. My bad, guys. Yeah, we could have been doing that since we're paying for the military. All right, so let's go ahead and get the church built. It's just interesting with the training because it's really changed up the dynamic with your, paying for your military. Before, if it was peacetime, I'd never pay for my military unless I was worried about some rebellions happening. But now it's just a completely different game, because I like training my troops up, not just to have them have the training, which is very advantageous, obviously, but more than anything to try and get the army professionalism up, which right now is actually pretty low because we hired those mercenaries. So that's one of the negatives of having gotten those mercenaries. I felt like we needed them, though, just to wrap that war up, just to get it finished up. So let's go ahead and start building some troops. We can build 2 units. So let's do that. Although we don't have any money. Never mind, we can't build any units. I completely forgot that we just spent that money, didn't we? Just got ourselves that church, which as soon as it's done building in 319 days, that'll get that objective knocked out, that agenda, I should say, which will give us some base tax and I think improve the clergy's loyalty. We can also get the Diplotech, which is the coastal defense battery. That's that new building, and more trade efficiency and trade range. We still haven't built any ships yet. And what's going on here? Okay, so we got a new heir and a new prince consort. So we've gotten married essentially. So we can take a look at our new heir. then let me see if we want to change the name here. We're going to name our heir Ludovico. He's less than average. This is a historical leader that I'm naming him after, and we'll talk about him once he becomes our duke. Then we'll talk about who Ludovico was historically. So of course this is going to give us that the benefits of the seat of the strong aristocrats, which is the local unrest bonus. It does have some penalties as well though. We almost have enough to get the claim here. Oh, and our Duchess is unfortunately greedy. Alright, that's a shame, because that results in less taxes. You'd think it would result in more taxes, because you'd want to, you know, tax more. But I think the idea here is that she's keeping it for herself. But at this period of time, the monarch's purse was the same as the government's, for the most part. Now, a little bit later in early modern period, that would change, where, you know, they would separate the amount of money that the royal household would have, and then the money that was used for, you know, the actual government in the country. So, looks like we've gotten there's a new emperor. And one of the first things he did implement a new reform. And again, none of that affects us since we did leave the HRE. And I'm also seeing that we can get something here. So let's go ahead and do that. See what the best option first would be. Could get the yearly inflation reduction since we do have inflation. It's not that bad though. Seeing other options available to us. I thought there was something with manpower, apparently not. Might just do the taxes then in that case. Yeah, I think that'd be the best option is the taxes. Could also try and get our legitimacy up. Right now it's okay though. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the tax bonus again. Anything kind of improve our financial situation. And then also, let's go ahead and get some troops built. We can get a total of 3 if we have the money, which I think we do. Let's go ahead and build 3 more units. And if we went to war right now, it would be very bad since our lack of manpower. And another royal marriage offer from Austria, which we will accept. And we have completed the estate agenda, so we got the extra base tax here. Now that we have completed the church. Just looking at our total money, we're making very good money. Again, a large part of that is because of the fact that we have less troops. And we're almost back up to our troop number, though. We're at 12,000. We had 16,000 prior to that war. So we have an event here where we can support the Florentine school, which would give us good bonuses on the prestige. Give us a 1+ prestige bonus. And yeah, we'll take that. It's a little bit of power. I'm not too worried about the money. And the power's not too expensive. So yeah, we'll take that for that prestige bonus. And our general, I think that's the crappier one. He died from an illness contracted in the field. Okay. But yeah, that is not our really good one. So that's all right. And Venice has declared war on Byzantium. Okay, so they're trying to increase their power here. That would keep them distracted. But again, I just feel like we need to sit out of conflict for a little while. We just need to be patient. The Cardinal Minister event. This is probably the most popular event I've seen in the game, as far as like how often it fires, I should say. The most frequently seen event. I see this one all the time. So Clergy estate gains 5 influence, and then we get the Cardinal administration bonuses, which are largely beneficial. There's more events that can fire from having him there, though, or we can just gain the 10 prestige. We will go ahead and get the benefits here, even though we don't really need the missionary strength, which is why I typically get this one. But the stability cost modifier is helpful, as is the yearly papal influence. Because we're trying to get this papal influence up as quickly as we can so we can take advantage of those bonuses. So nobles demand old rights. We would lose 25 government reform, but they would get 10 loyalty. Or we can just reject their demands. Sucks because we're pretty close to getting it. But yeah, I'm not gonna take the stability loss. We just have to accept their demands, unfortunately. And the Ottomans have declared war on our enemy. Okay, so they're probably gonna take over their lands in the Black Sea area, is what I would assume. Let's hope they don't come to Europe, because that would be bad. If they come over here and conquer their territory, that'd be very bad. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. We're still supposed to be building troops up. The House of Visconti is shaken. Oh no. So we can either lose prestige or legitimacy. We'll lose the legitimacy. As long as we keep it above 75, we should be okay. Though we are getting kind of close to ticking below that. And finally, we can now get our next idea group. It took us forever. We've been using, the admin power for all this corin that we've been doing and having to mess with our stability and stuff. So it's taken us a very long time to get this, way longer than I expected, which is a shame. But that'll now allow us to pick our first idea group. Now, there's a lot of options here available. And I typically, for my first ideal group, will often go with the diplomatic ones, even though they're not that very good. The other ones are typically better. And that's just because I find myself, whenever I get the other ones, I find myself having a shortage of power to really knock them out. And there's really no point on getting the ideal group if you can't, actually buy them. So that's something to consider. But another thing to consider is that we currently have an amazing ruler. It doesn't happen very often. So really, with the amount of admin power we're getting, because it's also our national focus, and we're getting 11 right now, that's a lot. Now, given we do still have more techs to get here, I have to get the next admin tech here, because you can see that our neighbors have already gotten it. This gives us new buildings. It's obviously a pretty good thing here. So we could go for that. We are furthest ahead with our military tech in a way because we're closest to getting the level 6 military tech. So we could go with the military one for that reason. So really there's I can see going for any 3 of the routes. This one because we have such good admin gain right now. This one because, as I said, diplo power is not as useful, so the diplo techs aren't as useful, so it's easier to forgo that just to get your ideal group knocked out. And then there's the military ideas, which, again, we have the benefit of we're furthest ahead on this tech group compared to the other ones right now. But I don't think we're going to go here, though, because, again, I think we'll have trouble filling it out if we want to stay up with military tech, stay up to date, I should say. And because we do have such stupidly high admin power gain right now, which, it's probably never, ever going to be this high again, I think we're going to go with the administrative ideas. And as far as what I'd like to get on here, now, religious ones are very good. These have some great benefits. We're not going to get these, though. But this is a good one. Also humanist. Depending on, these are the 2 kind of opposite idea groups here. So it's really just kind of what route you want to go for your particular campaign. But yeah, a lot of people like this one as well. That finisher is really nice to have. Anything that kind of saves you power. But overall, it just results in a more stable empire that's just easier to manage. Because you have the higher tolerance, you have the max parental cultures, more of those, less the years of separatism. We already talked about the tolerance. National unrest is lower, religious unity is better. Overall, this is one of the best ones for just trying to keep your empire stable and easier to manage. So that's good as well. Administrative, I know some people really love this because of the core creation cost. It saves you a lot of admin power. However, I feel like this is really good for if you're going to use a lot of mercenaries. And other than that, though, I find it's just not as good overall. The core creation cost for me is not worth it unless you're going to use the mercenaries. A lot of them, anyways. Now, there are other good bonuses, as you see here. So, another good one, I would say, but I don't think we're going to get that one. Economic. I feel like there's I like getting the trade one a little bit better here. But again, there's some good bonuses here. Very good bonuses here. And then there's, we already talked to religious. We're going to go innovative. And I know that this is one that a lot of people don't like. A lot of people do not like this one. And I don't know why people don't like it. I like it. I've always liked innovative. I think I've talked about this in the English series. That I really always like this one. Especially now with the changes they've done. So you get the innovativeness gain, which is only so much helpful. Maybe that's why people don't like that. The prestige decay, I do find that one to be useful. Remember, your total prestige decay is plus 5%. So essentially, for every 1 prestige you're gaining, then it will make your kind of base prestige, which is what it will increase or decrease to, 20%. So let's say you're getting a plus 2 prestige. Well, what are we getting right now? Yeah, let's just say we were getting plus 2. We're not. But if we were, then that means it would be sitting at 40% at all times. It'd always try and go up to 40, either up or down to 40%. That's what it would be tempting to do. Now, because I think our actual prestige is somewhere around 1.5, it would actually be a bit lower than that. I think it would be sitting at like 30% is what it wants to sit at, which is why it's declining, because we're at 32.47. By getting the prestige decay negative 1%, that makes it so that every 1+ prestige that you're getting gets you sitting at 25% rather than 20. So rather than 20, 40, 60, 80 to 1, it's 25, 50, so on and so on. So this would actually result in our prestige probably increasing once we got that, because I think the base would be sitting, it'd be sitting at higher essentially. It would be like at, let me see here, 30, maybe 37, 38% is what it would be trying to get to. So I really like that. I think that's good because prestige is so helpful in my opinion. Then of course the innovativeness, some people don't like that. Some people find that mechanic not as helpful. With the technology cost of negative 10%, that saves you so much power in the long run. Great. Institution embracement cost allows you to get them quicker because they cost less money. Possible advisors, not great. Not a good enough bonus in my opinion. So not great there. Institution spread, super helpful. Monthly war exhaustion, it helps. But obviously again, not one of the best ones here. Leader without upkeep, I've always liked having more leaders. And then of course the advisor cost saves you a lot of money overall. Might allow you to get an advisor you wouldn't normally be able to get, which results in more power. But my main thing here is the tech. That's what I really like. I like how much it allows you to, stay up to date in tech and save power and just overall get techs quicker. So that's why I'm going with this route, guys. I know that some people really don't like it. Some people will disagree with this choice, but I'm going to get it. I don't always go with the choice everybody wants me to. Again, I like innovativeness, even if some people do not. I find it a great bonus. But again, I don't play as often as other people, so I'm not saying that I'm like right and they're wrong. We did get another Cardinal, so now we have 2. But yeah, again, everybody's going to have different opinions on that matter, but I personally really like it. I like how much easier it allows you to keep up in tech, which for me, I find technology to be the most important thing in the game. Do we want to go ahead and get something built here? We could wait until we've done another diet. I don't know where we're sitting on that. 1472. So we could wait because they might give us the job to build something. So yeah, we'll go and wait on that. Actually, this is what we'll do with that money. We still need to build troops. We're not quite up to the troop number I want to be at. So let's go ahead and get a few more units here. I guess we'll do one more cav unit again. Just sit at 4, and that's probably all we'll have. And that's all the manpower we got. So we'll go ahead and get these guys built and moved back over here. And I'm not even looking at these because we know we're not going to accept them if they are at war with their enemy. So again, just trying to rebuild up our army drill and of course get that professionalism back up after we got those mercenaries. So unfortunately our spy was caught here in Florence. Florence has actually lost territory to the Papal States. Okay. Who are they allied with? Okay, so they're allied with Venice now. Well, this is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and fabricate the claim. And it doesn't mean we won't use it because obviously we're trying to stay out of conflict for a little while. We'll do that, and then we'll just go and stop building the spy network here. And again, they did ally with Florence, so we wouldn't be ready for that conflict anyways. But yeah, we just need to spend time outside of conflict for a little while. So for now, let's just get this spy moved somewhere else. Although we're not really declaring war on anybody yet, so I suppose we don't need to work on that. We could just work on something else. Or we can try, I don't think we have any other stuff available as far as like covert actions that we could do. I don't think we're high enough tech yet to really do a lot of the stuff. I'm starting to think of other stuff that we can do with our diplomat because I don't want them just sitting here. We're already improving relations with any allies that we have. We could try improving relations with these guys and seeing if we can't, I would really like to get them on our side. We might have to attack them though. They are allied. They have a lot of allies, though. Yeah, we'll improve relations with them. I don't think there's going to be any fixing the situation there, though. What about these guys? Do they have any allies? They do not. So that'd be a great country to attack next. And they have these rebels here that we'd have to deal with those. Huh. Do we still have the war goal against them? Oh, okay. We still have the peace treaty with them. Yeah. Peace treaty's not up until September of next year. So maybe that'll be our first conflict, you know, coming back from our period of peace. Just conquered them. We should have gotten our not war exhaustion, our aggressive expansion. We should have gotten our aggressive expansion down enough to be able to annex them. Unfortunately, we did lose that +1 stability. That's a shame. Again, those events are more likely to fire if you're above 0 stability, so that's why I don't bother putting any points into that unless I'm just sitting on a ton of admin power. And sometimes I wonder if I shouldn't have just gotten the military ideas now, because even though, you know, we're earning 11 admin power right now, there's a lot more stuff to do with your admin power, so you don't have to worry about maxing out. I don't know what we'd do with our military power once we got all the techs that we can get, you know, that are still not too far ahead of time. And the peace treaty's now up with them, so we could declare war. They don't have any allies anymore. Well, let me take that back. Looks like they've already allied with the Papal States. They're forced to end that alliance back when we did the treaty. So that's a shame. All right, not surprising though. The traveling minstrel. Well, we can get another stability, or we can get the artist, which would actually be probably pretty good to get. We probably should have gotten a visor a while ago. I forgot that we only had the one. So yeah, we could get a level 2 advisor that would be cheaper. It'd be half the cost. So I think we're gonna do that over getting the stability. Plus prestige is nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the cheap guy. He's gonna be, where is he at? He's a level 2. And, oh, was he not cheap? Was he not a cheaper one? Did I misread that? I might have misread that. Because yeah, here's the artist right here. And he's not actually any cheaper, unfortunately. Alright, I thought he was a cheaper guy. How much are we earning? We're earning 6.19. We could still afford one of these, though. But I'm a little bit surprised he wasn't cheaper. I thought he would have been. Okay. I thought he was the half-cost one. That's why I got that option. I just didn't read it clearly. Okay, so which one do we want to get? I guess we can pay this guy, you know, less, because he's older. You know, I think that's what we'll do. Just save us a little bit of money. Could also get a Diplo guy. Let's see how our money looks. We're at 1.59. Yeah, we don't want to get anybody else. I think that's probably good. And unfortunately, our Grand Captain did die. Alright, so we're going to have to get somebody else. So we can do manpower, and I kind of want to do the national manpower just because, as you guys can see, our manpower has been an issue. So yeah, let's go and do that. We don't really have the money to justify getting somebody more expensive. And we want the best admin advisor we could get, because again, we're trying to get those ideas knocked out. And we still have another tech to get before we start working on those. So the Ottomans did invade here. Oh, that's a shame, man. We might end up having Ottomans on our doorstep. Portugal also got the golden heir. Maybe they'll just vassalize them, and that's not good either. But yeah, you got Ottomans in Europe, man, just conquering stuff. So we can now invest here. We will not, though. Again, I do want to get the next tech first, get us up to date. I mean, I guess there is a benefit on waiting. You know what? There are a couple benefits on waiting. First of all, we'll get the neighbor bonus, so there is that. Of course, our innovativeness is at 0, so it doesn't matter that we're behind right now. And then the other thing that is advantageous to us is each idea group that you get reduces the cost in that group. So it would actually probably be good to work on these. That's what we'll do. We'll get the Patron of the Arts, and again, that'll help with our prestige decay. And we're gonna remove our diplomat there in Savoy. And let's take a look and see where we're at right now. So yeah, this should start wanting to sit at about 37 something, 38 prestige, somewhere around there is where it's going to want to adjust to now. I think. Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, that's somewhere around there is where we would want to sit at, or where they're gonna try and have us sitting at. So I've been paying attention to the rebel situation over here. I feel like we're okay now, and we can deal with any rebellion that happens to fire, I should say. So I'm surprised. Okay, this should start ticking down soon, actually. Looks like we just got it. I don't think this is going to be a problem, even though it's sitting at 80%. Okay, let's just keep on letting it fly as we burn down that aggressive expansion. As far as like where we're sitting at right now for aggressive expansion, you can see it's still pretty high. Negative 33 here. Just looking at, you know, like the Venetians here, negative 24. We should have a lot less with the Pope. Yeah, negative 19. But yeah, we don't want, we do not want that aggressive expansion getting too high. So we're just gonna keep on letting it tick down, guys. Oh yes, that's right. I was waiting to do the diet. So let's go and summon the diets and see what they want us to do. So we can build another. This is what we want: a house of worship, the church in Milan, so we can get the base tax there. That's why I didn't build one there, because I was hoping I'd get this event. So this one with the nobles wants us to improve relations with the Hungarians. This would only get us more loyalty with them. While the burghers want us to increase the base production of our capital province up, and that'll get us some money. Let's do with the proposal of the clergy. And we'll go ahead and build this now. Get the church going. There we go. Beautiful. So we should be able to get that agenda completed here in 1 year. And they did have the Iberian wedding that just happened. So Aragon is now a junior partner in the personal union between them and Spain. Claims on our rivals. So we got a claim, and that is also going to grant us some prestige. So where is Padova? I don't actually know, so we'll kind of I think that's it right there. Yep. Okay. So again, just keep on waiting, though. We could have been making so much more money, I think. Oh, no, never mind. I thought we had all these forts still being paid for. We did not. I did remember how to do that. I did remember to do that, which is good. So sale of titles. Gold is assigned nobility, gets money. Burghers gain some land. Or we can just say nobility cannot be bought and get the stability. I don't really want to sell any of my land, because I think that's coming from me. And that would tick us below the 30%, which would get us those penalties. And I mean, it's just a little bit of gold. Let's do it this way. You can see that technically the nobles have a little bit more loyalty for us to play around with. But that's fine. Stability is nice to have. We'll take it. And our royal marriage with Austria has ended. Looks like the emperor has already died. Didn't he just die not that long ago? So we'll have a new emperor now. We'd have to arrange another marriage with them. So we now have the ability to get our military tech. So let's go ahead and do that. Give us some nice bonuses here. Give us the barracks too. I imagine the nobles will want us to build those, I assume. And that'll allow us to get higher base manpower. Again, I think that would be an agenda for them, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, you can see that the rebel factions chance of uprising here is decreasing. So we have pretty much made that into a part of our empire now. So the treaties have ended with them. Must have been a shorter peace treaty, not a full 10, 15 years or whatever I think the highest amount is. Which it is based on what the peace treaty is as far as the war score goes. So the higher the war score, the more you take from them, the longer the peace treaty. And so because we didn't take as much from them because we kind of just wanted to get that war over with, because it was kind of turning against us, we ended up not having as long as a peace treaty. So we did lose the Lost Jousting tournament, which is of course helping us with the prestige. So that's going to start declining a lot faster now. I think it was only 0.5 though, so I guess it's not as big of a deal. We did complete the objective. That's one more base tax in the capital, and the damn vile pirates here is, once you have these coastal provinces, you have to start worrying about those. So now we're at a total of 26 development. Remember, we do need to get it up to 30 in order to appease this damn objective here, so we can get the higher amount of splendor. It's this objective right here. It looks like we're already getting some from the embracing of the Renaissance. The reason why we can't get any of these though is because they do take 800. So that's the reason why we haven't got any yet. Just, we're behind, guys. But if we get this one here, we'll be able to get it a lot quicker. When's the next age going to be happening? I'm entirely sure. So this is when okay, so probably for a while. Yeah, it's not going to be a while because it's when Protestantism starts, the Protestant Reformation. So Yeah, I think we're going to try and get this higher so that we can try and get some of these knocked out. And I guess we'd want to build, let me just take a look and see how we're doing on tech. We are ahead of time when it comes to the military tech. So we could put into manpower here in the capital to try and get that up. And we are kind of a bit behind on the manpower, so that's what we're going to do. Let's put 1 point into manpower. Try and get this up to 30. We're at 27 right now. Also, we have a government reform, and the Austrians want another marriage. So the tier 3 is bureaucracy. We can do a centralized bureaucracy, which monthly autonomy change will be dropping by negative 0.5. Or we can do decentralized bureaucracy, which allows more max promoted cultures. So for those of you who are new to EU4, autonomy is right here in the provinces. So it does result in you getting less stuff for the province. But I think it also results in less unrest. I'm not sure if it's just if you increase autonomy or if it has a base cost. Let's see if we can see a province that has a bit of autonomy. There we go. So this is what you get from it. And there are no benefits. Okay, I was thinking that there was less unrest if you had autonomy. But yeah, I must be remembering my own mod, because I think I had my mod doing that. So that does mean that there's no benefits for it. So you don't want to, no matter what, even if it did give unrest, benefits, it still wouldn't be a good thing. You don't want any autonomy in your provinces because it just results in you getting less from them overall. So yeah, we don't want autonomy. So getting that monthly autonomy reduction would be super helpful, because as you can see here, it doesn't tick down very fast. When you're at peace, it's negative 0.10. That is not very high. So centralizing, I think, would be a good thing. Max promoted culture is great as well. But here's the culture acceptance system. So of course our main cultures are only accepted culture right now. If we accepted additional cultures using our diplo power, then that would give us advantages in those provinces that we have. So we'd want to look at like which one of these. I think it tells you right here. This is how much total development they control. So they have 35% of our development. So by making them a promoted culture, that would be a good thing. And you can have up to 2 here. But we don't need a modifier that gives us more, essentially. Let me just see what the next tech gets us and see if we want to go ahead and promote the culture now. So it gives us the ability to steal maps, and it gives us dockyards. Okay, so we're fine waiting a little bit. Let's just go ahead and get that one, at least the Romagnal culture promoted. So go ahead and do that. Something we should have done a while ago that would have been helpful for us. But I didn't think about it until I saw it here. So we're not going to get the decentralized. We are going to get centralized. It'll tick autonomy down. That's 50% faster during times of peace. Also, our diplomats aren't doing anything. We do have that one diplomat assigned to increase relations with our allies. We don't have very many allies, though. I think we actually still have some slots here open, yeah. So we could go ahead and see if there's any alliances available to us again. See if there's anybody new that wants to ally with us. No, not really. Most of these are alliances, possible alliances in Germany, which I'm not really all that interested in. So I think we're fine not having more alliances. Can look to see if there's any marriages to take advantage of there or not. Okay. And since I don't know who we're going to go to war with next, because there's really not very many options, I don't want to attack them because they're allied with the Papal States. Florence is, of course, allied with Venice. And really, I mean, we still have very high aggressive expansion. I kind of feel like, let me see how these guys are doing. I'd be fine with attacking them again. And I've already gotten rid of the peace treaty. So let's see what all has happened here first. Venice has disbanded their trade league. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Poland finished up their peasants' war, and Katerina is now secretive. So foreign spy detection is plus 20%. So overall, she is very much focused on espionage. She has her two positive traits are both espionage ones, and I mean they're okay. I'd rather have other traits personally. And then we got that one negative trait there. Our Prince Consort is very fertile, so it's much more likely chance of getting heirs if our heir was to die. But she just has an average claim, unfortunately. I think that's because our legitimacy was a bit low when he was born. So we'll probably still have problems when he comes to the throne. We'll be sitting at 50 legitimacy, so that won't be good. And also just the fact that he's not very good trait-wise, or stat-wise, I should say. That's another unfortunate thing. But yeah, we have a new idea we can invest in. We will get this. They'll get us more innovativeness, though I don't even think we're able to gain innovativeness right now. We're getting a little bit. Okay. But yeah, we're only ahead of time on military attack at the moment. There's something else I was going to do, but I've already forgotten what it was. I don't remember what the hell I was going to do. Alright, probably wasn't important. Were we trying to figure out where to put our diplomat? I'm not entirely sure. We're not allied with the Pope, so what we could do is improve relations with him. It's always helpful. Being better friends with the papacy. Agricultural revolution. So we managed to increase our agricultural production. So we can have higher base tax, higher base production, or higher base manpower. Let's just see what they've got here. So we'll do the base tax. Yeah, let's do the base tax. More money, man. And we're earning decent money for our size, I mean. That's not too bad. We'd be able to earn even more money if we weren't currently training our military. We currently have them at 78.94 average drill. But the big thing here for me right now is just trying to get our army professionalism back up, because we did lose so much by hiring those mercenaries. I do like that there is now, and damn, lost that stability again. But I really do like that there are now penalties to using mercenaries, and that's something that wasn't just in this patch. You had that before you lost army professionalism. Whenever they added army professionalism, which by the way was a while ago, but yeah, it's a very nice mechanic in the fact that it gives benefits for using your own troops and not mercenaries. So that's nice. I like that. Immoral prices. So we can force the merchants to lower their prices. They obviously wouldn't be too happy about that. We could say we should not meddle in these things. They would gain influence. We would have a bunch of revolts though, so that'd be bad. And really, we're just helping the burghers out for very little, very little benefit for ourselves. We must pay for and distribute what bread there is. This costs money, but the burghers would be happy, and they would also gain influence. All right, so we can really piss them off. This would really piss them off quite a bit. When can we do another agenda? 1479. It's gonna be a while. Okay. Because I'm thinking we're just gonna force the merchants to lower their prices. Although this is not a lot of money. You know what? We'll just do this, and that'll actually result in us probably getting higher bonuses with them. So yeah, we have a plus 5% more trade efficiency. So yeah, that's good. We'll take it. We can build something else. Let's just take a look and see what we want to get here. I kind of feel like getting our trade power up, if we can get it up significantly, which, yeah, if we put one there, that would be pretty good. Let's see what else we can build that might be, really worth it. Not getting huge bonuses for the church there. And then, of course, we have the barracks, which might be able to grant us, it could get us a significant amount of manpower if we built it in our capital. However, I'm really hoping that in the next agenda, they'll give us that objective. Let's go ahead and build ourselves. We need more troops, but let's get the marketplace here. That's a good bonus there, 5.6. So we'll take that. Again, just trying to get control of these trade zones here. We got 8% here, 24% here. I'm just trying to get ourselves a little bit more. So we've done that, and we need to build more troops as well. So we'll have to get the treasury up a bit more, and then maybe build up some more units. I feel like we still are not anywhere near the size we need to get at, so let's go ahead and build some more units, build just a couple more, I think. And the Ottomans are now at war with Venice. Okay, what happened with them in their war here? We're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna build a couple more units. This will get us up to 18,000. That's good for now. Let's just take a look and see. I guess we want to see what happens to them, see if they're like a subject. No, they're not a subject of the Ottomans, which is good. Okay. But yeah, the Ottomans are just getting crazy, as they typically do. I assume they're trying to conquer these provinces that Venice has here. So Venice is going to be quite distracted right now. It would be a great time to go to war with them. However, they have these allies here. Savoy is the one that I really don't like the idea of having to go to war with. Because they are at war with the Ottomans. Maybe if we just gave them time to pump troops over this way, then we could dominate in such a conflict against Venice and Savoy. That'd be one possibility, guys. Just kind of let them. They might not go, though. You can see Venice is going. let's just take a look here. How many troops they have? They have 27,000 troops, guys. That is a lot. That's a ton of troops, man. But I do feel like we would, you know, with our current army here, I think we can beat them. I feel very confident, actually, that we could beat them. I recall the diplomat here. Yeah, I think we would win in such a conflict, guys. If we were to go to war against the Venetians, especially while we still have our good general, which he is. It's supposed to tell you their age now. Let's see if we can figure that out. I'm not seeing it anywhere, but it's supposed to tell you your age somewhere. They now actually have ages, because they didn't have ages before. But I'm not seeing it anywhere. Maybe you have to go inside your actual... Gotta go in here, maybe? Yes. Going in here will show it to you. He is 51 years old, so he's pretty old. So he might not last very long. This would be a great time to go to war, but we still don't have the troop numbers. I don't like where our manpower is at either. We can't invest in Diplotech, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that. I could also just continue to wait to save the power, I suppose, but this does help get our innovativeness up quicker, so I guess we'll do that. And that should result in us, yeah, we're getting a bit more innovativeness now. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and start preparing for the conflict. I don't know if we'll go to conflict or not. We'll see. Let's go ahead and build some more troops, though. And we are sitting at 18,000 right now, so let's get up to 20 here. Let's get a few more units. And Savoy has taken off, so maybe, guys, there won't be anybody here. We'll go ahead and give the Ottomans military access. And they're no longer a valid rival for us. Not surprising. Not surprising, guys. Ooh, we do not have any good choices here, do we? Yeah, there are no good choices on who to rival here. The ones that I actually want to rival. Well, let's take a look here and see who they are allied with. Okay, so we're not going to want to fight them at all. But we could just, you know, pick them just so we have a rival here. Yeah, why not? Doesn't mean we have to keep them as a rival. And then, yeah, we would want to go ahead and embargo them as well. So we get that higher power projection there. We would also want to... Oh, we were never embargoing them. Okay, that's not good. Are we embargoing our other... Yes, we are embargoing all of them. All right, excellent. Power projection's at 40 as of right now. Let's go and merge all these guys so that they can start training up. And let's go ahead and take the we'll take the prestige. We can now invest in another idea, which we can do the technology cost and institution embracement cost. Yeah, let's do that. And that'll get us our first bonus here, which is a reduction of idea cost. So I think that's where we're gonna stop here with the innovative ideas, and instead go ahead and work on getting the next tech, since we are a little bit behind on admin tech. So we'll stop getting it for now and go ahead and research this, and then maybe after that we'll start working on them again, and this will get us a bunch of buildings, so that's helpful. But yeah, I think we're gonna declare war on them, man. I know that this will be vastly outnumbered. Let me just take a look, see how bad this would be. We do have 2 claims here, so we don't even have to work on getting a claim. Just seeing which province we'd want to go after. Doesn't really matter, honestly. Just which one we'd like to have more. I suppose we'd like that one more for right now. So let's just see how our numbers look. So nobody is willing to help us. Not even if I grant them land. So we're looking at just our men, which is 20,000 men, against their total men, which would be 48,000. So we'd be definitely outnumbered quite a bit. But remember, they are at war with the Ottomans. And we just have to hope that they would be distracted for a long time. And I'd be able to get this war done with before they got here. I guess the real question is Savoy. Do they still have their troops here? I don't actually know. But I almost want to just go ahead and make this happen now. Just go to war now. And see if we can't, get some provinces while the Venetians are losing. What I'm a little bit worried about happening, though, is that the Ottomans make peace with the Venetians, and then we have to fight this faction alone, without any assistance from our allies. I guess what we'll look to see whether we want to do this now or not is just see if these guys would be willing to join if we had the favors. Because they might not be willing to join even with the favors. Yeah, it doesn't look like Austria is willing to join. They got too many problems. Yeah, I don't know that anybody would be willing to join because they kind of like our enemies. And it does make them less likely to join against you, but, you know, it's not enough to stop them from joining against you if they have other reasons. But in this case, they have no other reasons. So this is what we're going to do. Let's see how far away we are from getting the favors up. I don't think those 5,000 would help much. We actually have favors with these guys. They just don't want to join it. Let's actually use our favors to increase their trust of us. And then let's look at the Austrians as well. Yeah, so we only have 5 favors with Austria. And the big reason why we don't have any is because we only get 3 per year because they're so much larger than us. We got 6 with Naples. And we're not allied with these guys anymore. No, we're not allied with the Pope anymore. So we got 6 favor with Naples. I don't know if they'd be willing to join that conflict if we had the 4 favors. It would take a total of, yeah, it'd be a while. It'd be 8 years. So really no point on waiting. It's like just declare war now or not. So I think we're gonna do it, guys. Although they are coming back. Did they get peace? Yeah, they are coming back now. All right. Yeah, we need to wait. That's 27,000 men, guys. We can't beat that. Not with the army that we have. We get another claim. And innovativeness is now actually decreasing, unfortunately. It looks like Savoy is now going down there as well. So yeah, it's kind of a big question on whether or not we can get it done in time before they get up here. I mean, how much could we conquer in that time period? Where are their fortifications? Can we see where those are at? Let's see if, looks like they don't have any. They have one there. So we could take this one here and easily, they have no fort here, and start getting the ticking war score. And then we could run up into here. I'd like to get some additional provinces. Well, we'd have to take the fort right there. And then we have to worry about the troops that are coming from this side. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I feel like we wouldn't be able to get enough done in time to actually win the war. Not by ourselves. I think we might need one ally. Just one to agree to it. So even though they're at war with the Ottomans and it'll be a good time, I think we should just wait, guys. And do remember that we still do have aggressive expansion with everybody. So that's one thing to consider. Although the Austrians we don't. We have ticked it down enough. But we do still have aggressive expansion with some of our neighbors. They might all join a coalition against us. So that's one thing to consider. So Cardinal across the border. So we can lose money and gain corruption, but we would get a new Cardinal, which is what we're probably going to do. Savoy would be unhappy, but so what? And this is actually a cheaper advisor we could get, but yeah, let's do it. It's only a little bit of corruption, a little bit of money. That's fine. And now we have 3 active cardinals, which should put us up at the top. Oh, maybe not. Looks like France has 6. I don't know how they got so many cardinals all of a sudden. They used to only have 3 last time I looked at this. But yeah, we're still up there as, you know, tied for the second most here with the Danish and the Spanish, the Castilians, I guess is what we'll call them for now. So we might actually be able to compete here now if we wanted to. If we want to try and compete for control of the papacy, excuse me. Could do that. And I'm thinking that we're just about done with this episode. We'll play a couple more months here, guys. Again, just kind of burning off this aggressive expansion. I think it's good. And we took a loan. Oh, did we go into the negative? Huh. How did that happen? Alright, yeah, we're in the negative. I'm not entirely sure why. We're getting negative 5 point... Oh, okay, because our corruption. Our corruption is up, and so it takes time to get that tick down. Alright, so that is why. We don't have to do this all the way up. We could just take it down some. There we go. So that'll put us back into the positive. How much to pay off the loan? It's only 83, and then plus whatever the interest was. So it would be a total of 99 to get it paid off. Alright, that's a shame. Real shame, guys. I didn't even see that we were negative there. I would have done something different. The Ottomans tell us of administrating the empire, so paper is going to become more expensive. Get more money from it. So yeah, we'll pay this off, and Nice. Our already very, very good general has just improved his abilities. And I guess that's one thing to consider, is that we do have this really fantastic general. And yeah, the Ottomans are winning all throughout here. Let's take a look at how they're doing. They still have 15,000 manpower. How about Savoy? They got a lot of manpower too, man. I think they would still be able to beat us. I just think they're just too powerful between the two of them. If it was just Venice, I wouldn't be worried about it. With our great general, I think we could really handle them up. But yeah, if they combine their efforts, then we're in a lot of trouble. But man, the Ottomans are gaining all this territory. They're doing so well. I'm just wondering how they're all avoiding conflict with each other. Yeah, because it doesn't look like they're having many battles. Their armies are just kind of avoiding each other, I suppose. Let's go and repay our loan. And Poland is now the Curia controller. And I think this is the same one, the institution one that we had last time. All right, guys, so that's actually going to be the end of the episode. I'm really, really tempted, guys. I feel like Venice has to have, yeah, their troops are way down here. And you can see the Ottomans have already conquered a lot of territory, including this fortification here. So really, all we need to do is take this province, come over here, take that province. The fort can't take it back now. And then from there, go and take this fortification here. And that's it. They would get that hill bonus if they attacked us, so that's bad. But they would also get a river penalty that would probably offset it. So yeah, I feel like this might be a good time, man, to go to war. I know that we're like vastly outnumbered. I'm kind of waffling on a bit because of that reason. And because though they are at war with the Ottomans, you're not really seeing much of an impact on like their manpower right now. Their manpower is still decent and certainly higher than ours. You know, we're not even close to our max manpower yet. You know, we ran out of manpower in the last war, so it's a problem. But yeah, I almost feel like it'd be worth it, man. Even if we don't have any allies. Which, yeah, we're not going to. Nobody's going to join this conflict. But, you know, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, Florence, how many troops do they have? They can't possibly have. Oh, they got 8,000 then. Yeah, we'd just be so vastly outnumbered. I don't know. Let me know your guys' opinion. What you're thinking. I'm kind of wanting to just take advantage of this opportunity, but at the same time, I also don't want to lose. So I'm kind of waffling on it. But what all could we lose? A province or two? It wouldn't be that bad of a deal, right? And you probably wouldn't lose. Again, unless what they probably would do is the Venetians would probably end the war with the Ottomans and give up a bunch of territory, and then we'd find ourselves at war with all of them. I don't know. Let me know your guys' opinion, what you're thinking, whether we should go to war, whether we should wait. You know, again, I do feel like we might be able to win it if we're quick. We just act quick and get as much territory as possible. Just kind of like basically like sniping a province, essentially. Just like, here, I'm just going to take over 4 provinces and give you peace for 1 province, just to kind of weaken the Venetians. So that'd be one option. We'll see, guys. Let me know your guys' opinion. So we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode. And thanks for watching.